Alright, so my thoughts on Diddy Kong. So I think Diddy Kong is actually just... Okay. Actually. So as somebody who's played a lot of Aegis, I didn't play against them a lot, but I feel like I have a decent enough understanding playing as them, playing against them, because I played with Cosmos a decent amount. Oh god, dude, that character's crazy. That character's actually crazy. When you get hit by Mythra, it's just really hard to land. It's really hard to land. I'm blessed to play a character that has bouncing fish to the side, and I have a good recovery, so I don't have to worry about it. But jeez, like when I play against Pyra and Mythra without playing Sheik, I just think it's really difficult. When it comes to their recovery, the recovery is better than I thought. I thought the recovery was a lot worse, but it's a little bit better. Yo, Sim, thank you for the prime. And the main thing is, there's like this specific spacing that's really hard to cover. I think they've been talking about it on commentary a lot, if I'm not mistaken, where you set up for a Photon Edge with Mythra, and then you switch. And the thing about that is it makes it such that if you try to set up to cover the Photon Edge, you're probably not going to cover the switch very well, because Pyra can still recover pretty accurately from there. And kind of sucks losing like a potential edge guard advantage because of that. But I think people will get a lot better, because like I didn't know about that before the last week, and I mean I didn't play against him in bracket, so I didn't really get to implement covering both options. But it's kind of like a Joker-y thing, where Joker can up B early or he can up B late, but it just happens with the switch. Baku G, thank you for the prime sub. Let's Aegis Pyra and Mythra. One really big thing, and I was talking to SoCal about this, and maybe this is going to change versus them as the meta continues, is Mythra's Nair is so OP. That move is insane. Like, that move's ridiculous. But here's the thing, and this might be where the meta develops in a few months. If they nair, it's only insane if they land behind you. If they land in front of you, Mythra, you can grab it, right? And the only thing is you have to reactionary grab on the landing hitbox, which can be really hard. I get it, but you can grab it. But since the move is -10, and it's really good if you cross up, footstool out of shield is amazing versus it. And this is what Zan and Charlie were talking about a lot. Footstool out of shield, amazing. It helps out a lot. It makes it to where you can punish Mythra just naring into your shield, because a lot of them just do that. So that's going to be a potential meta development for the counterplay to fighting Pyra and Mythra. I don't know how long it'll be for that to kind of like take place. So keep in mind, like, this might not happen for a while. There's a lot of situations where counterplay exists, but people don't do it. So then people keep complaining until a top player kind of shows like how possible it is and the potential of it. So we will see if that becomes more meta. Footstool out of shield is faster than almost any out of shield option because it's frame 4. Because your jump's done on frame 3. Maybe it's not frame 4. Like with Sheik, my footstool out of shields will be like frame 6, maybe frame 7. Because I have to position it sometimes. But again, for Mythra, it's only really good if you land behind your opponent, because in front you can get shield grabbed. Foresight's pretty good. I don't need to explain that. The aerials are good. All of Mythra's tilts are insane. It's really hard to fight Mythra, but her frame data on shield isn't the best, so Mythra can't just get away with mashing in your face in most matchups, or maybe not most matchups, in some matchups, which, for the sake of the conversation, let's not include everybody in the cast. Let's just talk about, like, really good characters. Because F tilt's minus 11, so it's grabbable. Up tilt's minus 14. From the front hitbox, it'll probably be like minus 10. And down tilt's minus 11 to 10, so everything's shield grabbable. If you have like a Sheik or a Wolf forward air out of shield, which not a lot of characters have, you can punish almost all of these. And it's kind of like Mythra. The big thing about Mythra is she works out really well in a lot of matchups. Really low end lag moves. I think that's the big plus. Like even forward smash doesn't even take a second to finish. So that's kind of like the crazy thing. Well, footstool out of shield do if they're grounded. It puts them in footstool lag. So you can, if you have a footstool punish, which a lot of characters potentially do have, maybe not a lot, but like a good amount of characters do have footstool punishes, right? It works out a lot. So, the cons, because I've been talking a lot of like, I guess like a good amount of pros, some potential counterplay, but the cons of Mythra, there's actually one really big one, and I know what you guys are going to say, so just say it, and I'll explain. But Mythra doesn't really have a killing aerial. And I think that's huge. I think it's very, very good to feel safe against Mythra if I'm landing in the air. Okay, bro. I know what you're gonna say. Just say it. Just say it. Exactly. So, like, of course, if I'm playing against Mythra on Yoshi's and I get my DI crossed up, sure, I have a killing aerial, but, like, okay, cool, right? So, she does have neutral B, but it's such a big commitment. Like, when you think killing aerial, you don't really think of a big commitment move, you know? Mythra can kill. Mythra doesn't have a killing aerial. There is a difference there. So because of that, Mythra will try to kill you a lot off of landing scenarios with up smash, just her smashes. Her smashes are really good, right? So if they are playing Mythra in advantage state, and like you don't have to worry that much if you can get into the air. Neutral B is kind of an aerial. Alright. You know how long Neutral B takes? That takes 67 total frames, no charge. I don't even consider that like an aerial. I don't think it's really in the equation. Give me Sheik can't kill vibes? No. Because she'll still have like, she can kill with up air off of like tip or down tilt at like 140. Or up air, or up tilt into up air at like 150 because it's a little easier to confirm because you might not get a tipper. But in general, she doesn't really have a killing aerial, so she'll just... Like, landing on platforms against Mythra feels really safe in comparison. But that's why Mythra has Switch, right? So, when it comes to Pyra... man. Oh, man. People need to get better at not having what I could just call a Pyra stock. She has no killing aerial. No. I'm being very specific. When people say Sheik can't kill, they're not being specific. So when it comes to Pyra, I just want to see less Pyra stocks. And that's kind of sad to say because that means like the Pyra Mythras can get a lot better. But I'm kind of sick of seeing Pyra stocks where people are like, oh, I'm going to go to Pyra. I'm going to try to get the kill with just Pyra. Spargo does it really, really well though. I can't even complain about that. So, I just want to see people's Pyras get a lot better. Pyra, so here's the thing. I feel like Spargo is really good at just doing normal, like, Pyra stuff. Cosmos is really good at just going, like, ham with Pyra. Like, I feel like Cosmos is the Unga Pyra, and Spargo's, like, the good Pyra, you know? So I don't find Pyra to be the problem. Big pluses of Pyra. One thing I was really impressed with is the way people use the Blazing End. I think in general the way people use Blazing End was just amazing. That move is I'm glad people aren't just spamming it in neutral, but when it comes to like a disadvantage or a trade potential, I think it's so sick. It's so sick. But Pyra's out of shield options are like really slow. But that's why like it's really just Pyra in advantage state and Pyra in disadvantage if you expect your opponent to mess up and like overcommit into you. But that's not really like the case in a lot of matches that you saw at Summit, I hope. Thoughts on Tweak just holding shield? Well, yeah, that's good. Like, that's the thing. These characters aren't, like, crazy on shield, but Banana on a shield is just amazing. Banana on a shield's great. Again, when it comes to, like, Mythra and Nair hitting shield, like, if you don't get hit, you don't get put in disadvantage, and it's a pretty big commitment. You can whiff punish it as well, but it is, like, they can still dash grab you. If you guys don't know, Mythra's dash grab is actually really slow. It's frame 11. It's frame 11. So it's a lot harder for Mythra's to dash grab when it comes to neutral. Like the dash grab, dash attack 50-50 is like a little slower than you would expect. But yeah, when it comes to Pyra at least, I think Pyra in disadvantage is low-key really scary. Just because they can always overshoot with the up B. People can just be smart, but you know. Oh, what the hell? What up, Greg? Thank you for the 10 bomb, man. I'll see you in the meeting tomorrow. Was it today? Wait, did I miss a COG meeting today? Oh my god, it's tomorrow. Congrats on the weekend. Thank you. I was like, ooh. Okay. But yeah, I feel like with Pyra, people will just get better at whiff punishing and parrying some of her moves, not too much on all of her moves, because her overall toolkit's just really good. Up air's auto cancel is really good. But I really don't think that there's a lot to talk about when it comes to Pyra outside of the switch potential. Blazing End and disadvantage to make it back to the ledge a little easier, because Mythra doesn't have like an option like that. Out of shield options, and you know, she just has giant hitboxes. Like a lot of characters can't contest it. So even though she's slower, a lot of characters actually just can't contest it. Maybe a little less so at the top, because there's not too many like floaty characters that aren't good at a distance. But yeah, I mean, with all of that being said, I was talking to people at Summit. I don't think they're definitive top 3. Personally, I don't think they're definitive top 3. But I think they're in the conversation for top 3. And I think that alone, like, tells me how much strength that the character does have. Because to me, like, I think it might just be a lot of matchups. Like, I think Pikachu does really good in a lot of matchups. Where's the Pikachus? I think Min does really good in a lot of matchups. You know? But overall, I think their individual character strength is just very strong. The fact that you just have 2 great characters that complement each other, like, as well as they do, is pretty crazy, honestly. I think Nintendo did a good job with this character, which sucks because they don't really do a good job most of the time. Who else is in the conversation? Most people think Joker Pikachu. I unironically think Joker Zero Suit. Or at least I did. My top 3 has been Joker, Zero Suit, Pika, but Pika's there for matchup spread, and Joker, Zero Suit are there because I think mobility is really important. I think mobility is a very good trait in this game. And that's why I still think Sheik's really good.
Thank you.
But yeah, I don't know exactly where they are, but I can see them like for sure top 10. But like actual top 10, not like top 10, but you know, there's a million top 10 characters. No, like one of those top 10s where it's like, if I see them in top 3, I'm not gonna be like, no, they're not top 3, you're crazy, what about X, Y, Z, and 3? No, it's gonna be like, oh, cool, you think they're top 3, that's nice. Right?